It's a very good evening today, Monday of 27th July, wherever you are watching us from. I take this opportunity to welcome you to Scope Connect, and this is Cityscope TV. My name is Brenda Agenyo, and I'm going to be your host today. So today I'm not here alone. I have two people, two of my guests. We are going to discuss about mental health awareness. As you know, mental health has been a very big challenge in our daily routine. This is something that has been affecting our daily lives, and we have taken this opportunity today to talk about it, and not just talk about it, but to teach ourselves about it, to talk about the challenges, to talk about how we can get help, to talk about the symptoms and the signs of mental health disorder. So today I'm blessed to have two of my guests. They are here, and I'm going to give them the opportunity or the time so that they can introduce themselves before we start talking about our topic of today. Wherever you are watching us from, don't go away, just put it there. You can also follow us through our Facebook page, that is Cityscope TV, or YouTube channel Cityscope TV, or you can also follow us through your TV, that is Pang channel. Wherever you are, I'm taking this opportunity to welcome you again to this Cityscope TV. At this time, we are going to start our program. So we are going to take just 1 hour, and we are going to talk about the mental health awareness, the way I've said before. And I have my two guests here. I'm going to give them time so that they can also introduce themselves. They can tell you their names, what they are doing, and their organization where they are working from. And then after that, after the introduction, we are going to talk about our topic of today. So wherever you are, I'm taking this opportunity to welcome you again. Good morning.
Morning.
I hope that you people are fine.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cityscope TV. This is Cityscope TV, one of the TV stations in Kisumu County and also in other counties in Kenya. So I take this opportunity to welcome you to be with me today in this show, the Scope Connect. Maybe I'm going to give you time, maybe I'm going to give you time first so that you can introduce yourself, tell us who you are, what you do. Yes, welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I'm Faith Odongo from Tinada Youth Action Africa. In Tinada, I'm a peer educator. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
And I'm Maureen Caroline. I'm a psychologist from Tinada.
Okay. Maybe you can explain to us, some of us, we don't know what is this organization called Tinada. What do you people do in this organization? Maybe if you can just give us a background information of this Tinada youth organization, where it is found, where is your office, what do you people do in this organization?
Okay, Tinada is based in Tomboya Estate, behind Pine Corner. We deal with many things like mental health, education inclusion, disability inclusion. We also deal with malaria in Kakamega and Kisii, and we are also helping the community understand what mental health is and what is needed to be done about it.
Okay, so in general, you people deal with health issues.
Yes.
You also deal with mental health issues.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm very happy and I'm very glad you people are here today. So we are going to talk about the mental health challenge or mental health awareness. This is something that we know that in our daily life we need our mental health to be okay, so that we can do 1, 2, 3 and also deal with the challenges that we meet each and every day of our lives. That is why I think it's okay, it's good that we talk about mental health, or we create awareness to our people, to our viewers, or wherever they are watching us from. So maybe if we just start, maybe you can give us a brief introduction. What is mental health disorders or challenges? Maybe some people don't know what is this mental health or mental health disorders or mental health challenges. This is a topic that even the World Health Organization, according to them, they say that 1 in 7 people in the world are suffering from mental health disorder. Maybe someone doesn't even know that they have this disease. Someone doesn't even know, they're not even aware of mental health state. So maybe if you can just start by maybe introduction, you can tell us, you people are expert in this, you people deal with this, you create awareness. So what is mental health disorder?
You need to tell whom you're asking.
Okay, maybe start with you, Caroline.
Well, mental health disorder is just a situation whereby mental health is a situation whereby you cannot do your daily activity as normal because you are disturbed by something. Maybe it could be stress, tired, it could be just a disease or something. It is usually really not a disease but a condition.
It's not a disease.
Yeah, it's a condition.
It's just a condition.
Yeah.
Meaning it can be managed.
Yeah, it can be managed. Some people go with it for a long time, some people go with it for a short time,
Okay.
depending on how severe it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just to add on what she said, mental health is the state of physical, emotional, and social well-being of an individual, as it affects every person's well-being. And then when you have mental illness, is when you cannot do your things normally.
Yeah, when you stop doing the things that maybe you used to love doing, and then you just stop maybe having interest in doing these kind of things. Some people also say that when someone withdraw from people, maybe you are this kind of a person, you loved visiting people, you used to participate in so many activities, physical activities, and then all of a sudden you just want to be alone, you just want to be in the house. Can we also say this is also a mental challenge?
Yes, it is. Because why you stop doing things? Maybe because you're discussing somewhere or something is going on in your mind that is not comfortable, so you feel like as if you don't want to do the things that you used to normally do.
Yes. Is there any difference between mental health disorder or challenge and stress? Because some people think that when they are stressed, they are mentally challenged.
Everything we do in this world starts from the brain. So even if the way you walk is in the brain, the way you think, the way you organize yourself is always in the brain. And so you cannot say that stress is different from mental health.
Yes.
I mean, like she said, mental health is how you think, how you do your things, and all those kind of things. So when you have stress, it means that something that is happening in your brain that is not okay, and you feel overwhelmed that you cannot handle it. So you stop doing what you liked doing before, or you overdo it.
Okay. But we deal with stress each and every single day of our lives. Maybe it's your job, it's your family, money issues, poverty, and all this. So can we say that if I'm stressed over something, then I'm mentally challenged?
Like I said before, if it stops you doing things that you like doing every now and then, if it's a problem.
Maybe if it's extreme, you have gone.
It starts slowly.
Okay.
So if you have a stress of money, what do? Look for that money, right?
Yes.
Some people will not look for that money, will start sitting down and will just shut down and will not want to look at other ways of getting money. So if your stress is good and stress is also bad, it is good because it makes you think wider, it makes you think further, it makes you think outside the box.
Yes.
And that's why you are told that there are always 1,000 decisions that you can make. There's a reason why we should talk about plan A, plan B, plan C. So if plan A is not working, what are you doing? Are you just sitting down and say, I can't make it? Or can I look for plan B or plan C?
Yes.
Some people, when they cannot deal with plan B and plan C and they insist on plan A, that's where they shut down because they don't want to open their mind in finding out what other things can I do that can make me be where I am.
Yes.
So if it's a loss of job, that's already a stress on its own because you used to pay your rent, you used to pay water, you used to pay your fees, you used to eat well, and now you don't have a job anymore. So what do? Do you still continue staying there and have a certain problem with your landlord? Or do you say, okay, it's not something like this, can I call my friend and or stay with my friend as I try to figure out on how I'm going to manage?
Yes.
Or can I just pick up my things and go back to the village so that I don't have to deal with all these kind of things? So some people will be like, no, I'm not going back to the village, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I look for money and I make sure that I have ways on doing this. So they decide on starting a small business or working for other people or looking for another job. So when stress comes in again, it's sometimes when now you try all options and it's not working, and now you are at the edge of no return. And so everything of yours goes down, and so you feel like you cannot move on anymore. Some people also, they would always want to, if I was working in an office, then I have got a job that still works in an office. That's a problem. We've seen a lot of people. Today in the morning I was looking at this TikTok and there's a lady who's selling lip gloss, and she's a whole lawyer. So she was saying that she graduated from law, she was admitted at the law, at the bar, but now she's just a makeup seller. And so that's a very positive way of looking at things. You don't just sit there and say, I'm a lawyer, so I have to look for a job that makes me do my law, so I can look for other things that can make me earn money. And she's happy, she's positive. And if you look at her post, you see lawyers coming in, say, yeah, I'm a lawyer and I'm selling burger, I'm submitted at the bar, I'm doing other things.
Yes.
That's a way of now dealing with the situation. But you find other people who are admitted at the bar and they've not put in a job, they still insist, I have to work at it.
I have to do this.
I have to be a lawyer. And so that's where the problem comes in, because you're stuck in one place.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Faith? What do you think about the stress and the difference between stress, someone just having a stress, and someone who is now mentally challenged?
Okay, so if you have stress and you don't look for solution and it persists, you're just alone.
Yes.
It will lead to depression. And the moment you are depressed, you have to have a mental health illness. Yeah, so it's always good. You look for a solution before it leads to depression. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe let's talk about what are some of the symptoms or signs that if you see someone having these signs and symptoms, you can say that I think this person is now mentally challenged. This person is now dealing with mental issues.
Yeah, some of the signs that are easily noticed. Somebody's withdrawing. Maybe she's your friend or a workmate. Now she's withdrawing, staying alone. Maybe the mindset, whatever he or she is thinking about is negatively.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to start thinking, what's wrong with this person? Yeah, she can add on more.
Sometimes the withdrawing could mean many things. It could be maybe you are the one who have done it wrong, and so I'm withdrawing away from you.
Yes.
So does it mean that
I just want some peace away from maybe you are the one causing my mental health.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that I'm literally sick or something, or I'm battling challenging stuff. Maybe I'm healing away from you. So if you stay away from me, that's my healing.
Yes.
So that's okay. So I don't want to be with you. So for you might start complaining. Maybe I have stress. Maybe something is wrong. But to me, I'm like, no. See that I'm running away from you. I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
I don't have to tell you that I don't want to be. We in Africans, we are not brought up to tell somebody, listen, you're going to Kosea. I don't want anything to do with you. We just somehow withdraw ourselves.
Exactly.
So just what where we meet up, what we want to be because to me akili. We usually use that a lot.
Yes.
But to see sometimes when you live in kind of things, usually tell if at least 5 people are complaining about you and they're different, then you have to really look into yourself. Because there could be 5 people who are your friend, and so you are able to manipulate them to not to talk to me.
Yes.
And so all of you can have the same language. That's a big problem. But if you have 5 people who are from your workplace, your friend, your neighbors, your family members are complaining to the same thing, then it could be a problem.
Yes.
So it means that you probably need to go and talk to somebody, or if you cannot talk to that person and ask them what the problem is, then you refer them to a place where they can get help.
Maybe another sign apart from withdrawing.
You could be overly socializing. You might not withdraw, but you could always be also outside there. So you are always Monday you are out, Tuesday you are out, Wednesday you are out, you're drinking, people are seeing you and you're all happy.
Yeah, you are all over.
You are all over, and
every place you are.
Yeah, every place you are, and this is not what was happening with you the past 2 weeks or the past 1 month. All of a sudden it's just happening, and you're looking at this person, and you're looking at the friend around you. The friends are not changed to say that.
Yes.
It's the friends that I'm influencing them or something of the kind. It could be just change of a sudden. There's also the change of the dressing of somebody who was all doing makeup and coming to work looking hot and sharp and very nice. All of a sudden they're just letting themselves.
They just lose interest in doing that.
In doing things. I'm talking about somebody who had a pattern and all of a sudden it changes. Because if you put somebody like me, for example, you cannot say whether because I've put on this, actually the people at work actually tell me that I dress up once in a while, then the next time I dress up like a homeless person. That's a different person, right?
Yes.
But somebody who was consistently, when they come to work, they are on point. Everything is on point. Then all of a sudden, that is not happening.
Yes.
Somebody who used to eat well, the eating is not happening anymore. or they eat more. So people usually binge eat when they are stressed.
Exactly.
There's some people who will have small mistakes all the time in places of work or even at home. They keep having mistakes, and when you address them, they snap. They are always snapping, and you guys don't understand me. You guys, if you don't want me here, let me know. Yet if you look at it, they're the ones who are actually making mistakes.
They start seeing everybody as their enemy.
Yeah, their enemy. And then there's small noise is a problem. With a small noise, you feel like the world is ending. You feel like telling people, please shut up. Or you just want to be in that noisy places. Another thing, it could be sleeping pattern. You sleep more or you sleep less.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you also feel like as if some people are usually very sexually active when they're stressed, and some do not. When it comes to men, they tend to be aggressive and abusive when they're stressed.
Yes.
And when for women, they will tend to be a little bit withdrawn. Yeah.
Okay. I know that also our children, also the youths, they also go through stress. We have seen young people committing suicide and all this, and the parents are like, I didn't see anything. I didn't even know this. I didn't even know that my son or my daughter was stressed or was suffering from some kind of mental health or something like that. So maybe what are some of the signs in children that we can say that if you see your child change this and this and this, you see your child, maybe maybe your daughter, maybe a teenager, maybe just a primary school child doing this and this and this and changing, you can say that as a parent, something is wrong with my child.
I can say the same thing with adults. All those things that I've said also happen in children. And unfortunately for children, they usually tend to withdraw or they become aggressive also.
Okay.
So it is a child that did not have some kind of a problem in school, but all of a sudden you're being called that the child is having this kind of problem. The child is a bully, the child is not doing their homework, or it's not just the normal child that you used to know. Sometimes this is usually mostly ignored by parents because we have this thing that say, or still a teenager, especially this happens during teenagehood.
It is the changes,
Yeah, the changes.
the hormonal changes, and
Yeah,
making them behave that way.
Exactly. And also as parents, they usually miss this out because when they come back home, their child don't want to know what really happened to the child.
Yes.
And then as an African parent, we also believe that a child is wrong, the parents are always right. And so when a child says they don't want to do this, then it's like, what do you mean don't want to do that? You should be doing that. Maybe that doesn't want to do that. And if you go out in a society or in a household where parents believe on perfection, then the child is not given any room to make mistakes. Right? So the child withdraws.
Yes.
The child is not given a room to express themselves. So they always hold on to this. You go to other homes where parents are so they give a lot. They don't have authority. They just let the child do what they want to do. So they will not even know whether the child is misbehaving or not. And most of the time when a child is having a problem with their mental state, they act differently. They might either withdraw or they might become the bullies in the school, they don't do their homework, they come home late, and you also have to check on their friends. Right now we have TVs and you have phones and you have tabs and whatnot, and the child might be drawn into that and will not know what actually is happening.
Maybe your child is glued on television each and every time. Maybe that is their way of finding maybe solution to their problems or solace to their problem, because the parents are not even there for their children. We know that the modern parenting is very difficult nowadays. We parent our children using smartphones and all this. If the child cries, they are being given the smartphone so they stop crying. If you want to do something, you want to go somewhere, you just leave the children with the phones and the TVs and all that. So the children just find it difficult to maybe express themselves to their parents, maybe say whatever is going around with them. Some children are even being abused by other people, but the parents are not there because the parents are not even aware of what is really happening each and every day to their children. So we can also say that is maybe one of the causes, if I move to maybe causes of mental disorder. Faith, what are some of the causes of mental disorders? Some of the causes, what can cause this? What can cause someone to have a mental challenge? Someone who was just okay. We know that there are some people we can say that they have a perfect life. perfect family, a perfect job, well, good paying job. This person is just living his life. You can just say this person is just doing well, and then all of a sudden you realize that this person has a mental challenge. Something is not right in their life, meaning something has caused this. So what are some of the causes? What are some of the things that can cause this mental disorder or mental challenge?
Okay, some of the causes of mental illnesses, mostly to maybe you're seeing, whenever you view someone from outside, you see the person is okay, but the person doesn't share. Maybe the person have a problem, but he's keeping it for himself. He doesn't want to share maybe with someone. So just keep on staying with it, thinking negatively, then all of a sudden the person is sick. Or you find people like those, the Gen Zs now, as Gen Zs, we feel like if we take alcohol, we are perfect.
Yes.
Everything is right. So I just go take alcohol continuously. Excessive abuse may also cause the challenges. Yeah.
That is like substance abuse,
Yeah,
so drug
substance
abuse.
abuse. Yeah.
So for the youths, this has been a very, very big cause of mental health in youth. They abuse drugs. So when they join colleges, they feel that now they have the freedom to do whatever they want. They think that they are enjoying, but they are causing mental health to themselves, mental disorder to themselves. So I don't know, but what kind of advice do you think we need, or what can we do to maybe stop something like this from happening to our youths of today? If I'm still on you, Faith, because you're the one who gave us
To stop on drug abuse. Stopping on drug abuse comes from you as yourself. You know whatever you want in your life. And then our friends, this peer pressure. We should not be having peer pressure. Mostly those who are in school, they don't do something for the sake of peer pressure. And we should also be talking to each other. If I have a problem, I ask Caro, this and this is happening, kindly help me. Yeah, and also the friends, they also have different character. There's one will tell you, let's go and drink. The other one will give you an advice. So you just have to listen to them, but you should be seeking help from each and every person. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe some other causes that you can remember? Or
There's also trauma. Yeah. From an experience, maybe an accident can cause trauma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are involved in accident, or maybe these people who are being abused, we can also say that that is a trauma.
Yeah, it causes trauma. Something like if you are involved in an accident, you saw the incident happening.
Yes.
You know, people always consider those who are hurt, mostly those who are injured, but leave away these people who saw the thing happening. So most of them are the ones who are always getting traumatized most. And even if you survived in an accident, it will always disturb you for the rest of your life. So you should always be seeking help from the professionals. Yeah.
Yes, back to you, Caroline. What are some of the causes of mental health? What causes this mental health in our youths, in our people today?
There are three. There's a physical, there's a biological, and there's an environmental. Physical is probably, like she said, the trauma that you went through. It could be childhood trauma, you were beaten in a way that for no reason. And so this beating can make somebody have very bad memories. These memories can affect the person when they grow up. So there are people who there's a part of the brain that when it's affected, 3 parts of the brain that are when affected by trauma, the amygdala, the frontal lobe, and the hippocampus. So the amygdala is the one that controls your emotions, like that. So when that is affected, each and every time you go through something, you snap. And that is, we always see these things in social media when people talk about their love stories, what somebody did to them. So we have this kind of things like, well, we are in Mabaya because one brilliant guy really did you wrong. All those are bad because one low girl or one low guy did you very wrong. So that trauma that you went through, the hippocampus exaggerates the impact of what it did. If you were once attacked by robbers and it's a certain corner, you don't want to go to that corner ever again.
Yes.
So your hippocampus cannot tell you that it's okay, it happened to you, but this place is still safe.
It's still safe. You can
just walk in it. It exaggerates. So when somebody tells you like this, you keep on, you keep on jumping because you know. And this is something that is also inserted so much in schools. I'm glad that you brought out the issues of children. I don't know this from our colonial places whereby people who colonized us were walking in the sticks.
Yes.
So you see, if you can remember back in your high school or your primary school, the teachers always had sticks. We were not taught that when some child make a mistake, you can actually talk to this child, don't have to use sticks. So that thing, it's running in us even as we grow older. We believe that when a child make a mistake, the first punishment to do is to beat the child.
Yes.
That's trauma that is transferred to somebody else. And so it continues going on and going on and going on. It could also be verbal abuse. That's somehow also physical verbal abuse. You grew up in a place whereby when you make a mistake, you are abused. So if you go to social media and you post something, people do not know how to actually just discuss something.
Yes.
So you say put something and you'll be abused by how you look like. You know, you just ask a question, but already people already put defenses, and all that comes out is abuse. That's crazy.
Yes.
That's diabolical, because we are not put in a place whereby we can learn to have a discussion without really abusing somebody or without causing pain.
Yes.
The environmental, like I also said, the environment that you grew up in can also cause you to have a different type of a situation. She's talked about peer pressure. The environment that you grew up in can cause you to be in a situation whereby it messes up with your mental status. The other day I was listening also to a Nigerian, four guys are talking about how if they find a girl in a place,
Yes.
Who would rape her the first one? So that's sick.
That is being sick in the mind.
Yes, and they are actually thinking about it on social media. They're putting it out there, which means those 4 friends, they think the same way. Yeah. So that kind of the people that the environment that you are in can make you be
Can make you be
an animal, and that to me is somehow it's very wrong to sit down, because a friend cannot show you how to walk the right way.
It means that being in the wrong group can also cause you a mental problem. Exactly.
If somebody and talking about it and having no problem with it, you see that it's not normal. So mental health is behaving in a way that it's not normal in a certain place.
Yes.
You know. So that to me, it is not really okay. Biologically, it could be because you are born with a condition. Maybe in your family member there's somebody who had bipolar, there was schizophrenia, there was psychosis. So this got epilepsy, sees biological, it passes down to the children. It could be autism, it could be ADHD, it could be dyslexia, it could be dyscalculia. All those neurodivergency are neurological. So you are born with it, and sometimes when that happens, it's very little you can do about it. Yeah.
Now that you talked about bipolar, maybe you can explain. You know, I don't know whether there's a difference between someone who is being bipolar and someone who is having a mental challenge. People always use this word, that person is bipolar, that person is bipolar, maybe because someone is having some anger issue and all this. Maybe can you explain the difference?
I don't know, I think that's in Kenya. Around the world, we usually use some mental health terms that to describe somebody which is not okay before you are actually diagnosed.
Yes.
Bipolar is one of them. Narcissistic is one of them. Which is another word that is usually very much abused.
Yes.
Yeah, toxic is also another word that's really, really abused. Until somebody is put on assessment and you can know, okay, this is what you're going through, then we can say that you are bipolar. Bipolar is basically checking on your moods. So your moods can be way high. Right now I'm with you here, and my moods are good. So we're talking, we're having fun, and everything is okay. And then the next minute I'm so down, I don't want to talk to you, and you're like, what have I done? What did I say? So it puts you in a situation where you ask, what have I done wrong? So the emotions are not predictable. So you are either so high or so low. And when on your high level, you want to do things. You might come up in here every day in the morning at 6 and clean up the whole place. You're doing things, you are in your best mood. You can clean up, say things, do everything the perfect way. And then when you come on your lowest part, you don't want to do anything. So people will be expecting to do the thing that you did yesterday or a few minutes ago. But then again, when someone tells you, ulisahau pale, then you stop. Kwa nini kazi yangu? So like, what happened? You just came and do all these things. So some people, when they are on the low, they end up they end up locking themselves. They go into depression. They don't want to talk to anybody. They don't eat. They don't wash. They don't shower. They don't do anything that's supposed to be done.
They just stay indoors.
Yeah, that's stay indoors, and they can be very snappy. they can be very snappy, and in that period it can go for a long time. And during that period, they can drastically lose weight because they don't want to eat, they don't want to talk to anybody. They are in the lowest place, and sometimes getting them out of that place is not that easy. So sometimes you just leave them to be in that situation until they want to come or they come out of it.
Yes.
And it's usually also encourage them to take the medications. So you encourage them to take medications, and if they are if they are in a clinic, you also encourage them to always go for their clinics, that they continue being the situation is managed.
Yes. There's this, I can see it maybe some myth, just some myths, that there's some kind of medicine when you are taking them, you can grow maybe anxiety that can make someone become mentally challenged. Is it true?
But of course,
apart from diseases?
The substance that you talked about.
No,
Yeah.
Okay, not the hard substance. Maybe just a medicine that is, maybe you are under some condition, health condition.
Yeah.
Now you go to a doctor, you've been given some medicine you are taking.
Yeah, the opioids can make you be like that, because some medicines that if you take, they make you relax, they make you feel good. They feel good medicines. And sometimes usually painkillers. It's one that is normal called tramadol. There's another one that is called morphine. There's diazepam also can make you relax.
Yes.
And some of the drugs that you get easily over the counter, you cannot get them over the counter. So somebody gives them to you, they're giving them to you illegally. So that person can easily be arrested. You're not supposed to take them like that. So even those opioids, those drugs that help you to deal with your pain, they are not given to you for a long time.
Yes.
For a short time, and then you are stopped. Now you're put on the lower painkillers that you do not get used to it.
Yes. Okay. Also this in women, I can also say it's another myth. Maybe you people can explain this. Some women complain that maybe there are some type of family planning that if they're taking, it makes them behave weird or make them behave different. Some people say they become very stressed, moody, they don't want to do this and this. As an expert, have you maybe met this kind of challenges?
I would say yes and no at the same time, because those family plannings, they're hormones.
Yes, they change your moods.
They change your moods.
And change your moods.
Yeah, doesn't mean that you are going through a mental health condition. Doesn't mean that you are not okay.
Yes.
It's just the mood that is changing, and probably when you find something that's going to make you feel better, you feel better. And that the mistake that we usually do as human beings, when you have those medications or are put on those pills, you do not go back for the clinics.
Yes.
Because when you go to the clinics, your nurse or the doctor will assess those kind of things and find out how are they dealing with you, and if it's severe, then they pull you out of them.
Yes.
Yes. But we don't. So once we are put on those medications or on those pills, we assume going to the doctor for checkup. So we buy them over the counter.
Yes.
Or we go to a place whereby these things are not going to be checked. And they're good to go. But if you go, most of the time, if you go to public facilities are very good in checking those kind of things. They will ask questions. But we as human beings are like, that line is
I don't want that one.
Yeah, that line is too long. I don't want to put that line. Or why should I just go and I can buy this over the counter or stuff like that.
You Google on your phone.
Yeah, you just Google and then you feel like, oh, let me use this one. Let me just, or maybe you go for the one. You know, some people they fear taking medicine like the daily pills. So someone will prefer another type, and maybe the type that this person doesn't prefer is the one that is maybe good with the hormones and whatever in this person. So I can say that the discussion is going on well. Let's take a short break. We are coming back to talk about more of the causes and what can be done so that we can avoid a mental health disorder in our daily activities.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui. Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fwambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafwambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726323228 kata tudri kodwa email marwa mycityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve.
Dreaming of a career in journalism, television, or digital media? Join Cityscope Technical Training College and gain hands-on training in television production, journalism and news production, and digital media and content creation. Learn from experienced media professionals and develop the practical skills needed to succeed in today's fast-growing media. Enroll today and start your journey toward a rewarding media career. For inquiries, call 0726-324-028 or email us at cityscopetv@gmail.com or visit our website at www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Technical Training College. Think, believe, and achieve.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafwambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fwambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fwambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafwambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726323228 kata tudri kodwa email marwa mycityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve.
Welcome back. This is Scope Connect. My name is Brenda Agenyo and I'm your host. I'm here with my guest, my two guests. We've been talking about the mental health awareness, something that has been a problem in our daily activities. That's something that we have learned that is making life very difficult for most of us. And it's also very true that most of people, they don't know that they're suffering from a mental challenge. Some people think that it's just stress, or maybe they're just going through something, but at the end of it, you realize that you have been suffering from mental health disorder. So we were before we went for the break, we were talking about some of the causes, some of the things that causes the mental health disorder in our daily lives. Maybe Faith, if I just ask you this question, do you think that academic pressure and performance pressure can cause mental disorder or mental health challenge to our students?
It depends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It can cause, maybe it cannot.
Maybe you can explain.
Okay, academic pressure, you find somebody studying, but there is no good result. Burning the midnight oil every time.
Mm-hmm.
This person is going to be stressed. Then, if a person keeps on failing, the parents maybe talk to the person negatively. They keep on being negative. This person may lose hope, and may be depressed, can even cause death. Mm-hmm. So it can cause.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Caroline.
The past 2 months, I've been having students giving them counseling sessions, and particularly majority of them, actually all of them, more than 15 had anxiety disorder.
Yes.
And unfortunately, again, these students are students from the national schools. So these are the 10 who has come in the national school where now it's all about grades.
Yes.
It's all about mean grade. So you are told that anything C plus and below is not acceptable in this place. So this study is coming in, first of all, this study is from primary school or junior school, right? Where things are not the same as in boarding school.
Yes.
So they come to boarding school and everything is tight. So before they adjust, most of them are having culture shock. They are not given
the
room
environment
or time.
has changed, everything has changed.
It's changed. They're not given room or time to adjust to this environment. So it's all about, probably, I'm told some schools it's just about exams.
Yes.
Studying. So that playful part of being a junior school where they had the time to play, to do that kind of things, it is not there when they come here. Here it's like everything is business. We have to do these kind of things. The pressure is high. It affects them because they cannot keep up. They're constantly reminded that this is a national school. You don't accept that kind of a grade.
Yes.
When the parents see this result, they're like, do you know how much it costs us to pay for school fees in that school? Yeah, that's a national school. You have to keep up. You come to your friends hear that you got a C+. No national school. So the society will put pressure on this child.
Yes.
The school will put pressure on this child. The parents will put pressure on this child. So then it becomes a problem. And then now it becomes worse when this child is now the firstborn. So you're
saying the firstborns are suffering.
Yeah,
they're supposed to
yes, they're told that, do you know you're the firstborn, so you have to keep up. And then it makes it even becomes worse if this child was not called that school, and that school was looked for them. So they will constantly be reminded.
Yes.
It was not easy. Do you know how much you pay? When now they are in school, a teacher might remind this child, you did not even get this. You did not even qualify to come to this school. You're not qualified in this school.
Yes.
You are here because of 1, 2, 3, and you are here giving us bad grades. You're going to chase you out, and you're going to go back to the school where you're called for. Those kind of things. The child will definitely have anxiety attacks. Yes, and we have seen this, and unfortunately, it is not taken seriously. But it's going to create an environment where that is going to be not really good for this student in future.
Yes.
That's the reason why, again, when you see children coming from those schools that have academic pressure, they come out and they don't know how to deal with the world.
Yes.
They only know how to deal with things on the papers.
On the papers.
But, yeah, that's how they are told. It's supposed to be A, and the A is like this. You don't even try B or C, but it is A and this is like this. So when they come out, then they go to universities. Probably they got the A's or the B's, and they go to university with the same pressure, and they cannot keep up again with that.
Yes.
Because probably they were drilled or something happened. They did not use their normal brain.
They were channeled to that, to live like that. Yeah.
University where it's free world. They don't know how to behave on all this, and then now they disappear on substance use and bad companies. Some of them will do what's good for them. They will defer that course and take a course that is lighter because the pressure was high. Probably they were in a primary school that was also very
so the ones in the boarding schools.
Yeah, even most, like some day schools are very harsh when it comes to academics. So academics when they are young, academics when they are a teenager, then again academics in universities, they're like, no, I can't take this anymore. Some of them will defer. Some of them will drop out of university.
They just stop learning.
The parents continue paying fees. And after 4 years, you come to realize that the child did not actually graduate. And then now we start blaming this child. We don't look at the problem from where it started from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe as parents, what I've learned from your point is that as parents, we need to give our children maybe time to grow themselves. We don't have to give them pressure. We want A. If it is A, it is A. Some parents, they don't even understand whether their children are average. They just want good grades without even knowing. Maybe themselves, they were not even that A material, but they want their children to be A material and all that. What about social media? You mentioned about the social media, the bullying of the social media, but we also have some people that they're not being bullied in social media, they're being praised in social media, and all this can also that cause mental challenge to someone. Also the celebrities, these people, they are celebrity, people follow them and all this, and then all of a sudden maybe people stop following them, something happens. Can this also cause someone? What are type of uses of social media that can cause someone to have a mental challenge?
First of all, I want to start by saying this. We do not understand ourselves. We have 4 personalities. We have the melancholics, we have the cholerics, you have the sanguines, and you have the phlegmatic. So we have the sanguine. Most of the people who always like likes and stuff like that. First of all, let me start. The cholerics are the people who are goal oriented.
Yes.
When they want to do something, they do it to the end. They want to make sure that things are done the right way. They are goal oriented. They are result oriented. And now you see them aggressive on social media. When they are coming in to sell something, they will make sure they get the numbers.
Yes.
So they will sell even if it's from asubuhi mpaka jioni, watauza tutapata clients wao. You know, that's how somebody who's choleric. They are leaders. They are naturally leaders. Then you have the phlegmatic. Those are, they do not like, they are peacemakers. They don't like vitu mingi. They are easy and they like shortcuts.
Yes.
So bora imefanyika ni sawa, Mr. Kiswahili mob. You rarely find these people all the time on social media.
Yes.
Because they don't want vitu mingi. Then you have the melancholic. Melancholics are perfectionists. When they're very judgmental. So before they do something, they really have to think about it. They have to give it a thought before they really go into it.
Yes.
Again, there you don't really find them so much on social media because they'll be like, what if I go to social media and people don't like me? How am I going to feel? How are they going to judge me? Are they going to like?
They care about other people's opinion on
yes,
them.
oh so much. So they're like, I'm a stuck.
Yes.
So they'll come once in a while. You'll find them there just looking. They don't even comment. They don't even comment. Then they're the normal comment viewers, yeah. They just comment it. Watakomment kwa kichwa yao, or somebody close to them. Watamalizia. And if they have to be on social media, they will not be persistent and consistent.
Yes.
Then now we have the sanguines. Sanguines like to be noticed. They're the ones who go with the likes. The ones who go with the following. They're the ones who go. So that's the reason why they might do something and they not care about the consequences. They will not care about the consequences. If it's showing my body, if it's showing my body is what's going to give me like, then I will go with that.
They can do anything they can do.
They can do anything they can do. They don't care what people say. So you'll be like, but the following day unaona
amerudi tena amepost ingine.
You know?
And they reply each and every comment. You comment, he replies. You comment,
they don't care. Yeah. So if somebody wants to make it to be like a sanguine, I know I'm a phlegmatic. I'm a phlegmal, yeah. So there's the things that I'm like, I can't do this. So if you want to force me to be on social media all the time to sell my product, I will try, but along the way end up working and I'm like, this is too much work because us we are somehow kind of lazy somehow. So like I think we are not aggressive as the sanguines and the cholerics.
Yes.
So we have to really know our personality and we don't need to judge people. Like so sometimes when I talk to the young people, I try to find out what's their personality. Then direct them on their strengths. Because now all of the teenagers right now they want to be on social media because they say it pays. But maybe you're not a sanguine.
Exactly.
You are not a choleric. So when you try to do this and it's working for you, we feel bad and start getting into depression and feel like, oh, people don't like me. No, you're not that kind of a person. It's a place where you will do better than being on social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I understand. I know the type of a person I am. We are the people who I don't just post. I don't comment. I just pass. Actually, I fear commenting. What if I comment and then this goes wrong? I have my opinion about this thing. I want to give my opinion, but I'm these people will start judging me, so let me just stop commenting. Then you just like. Today you are very high on social media, the next day you are just there. You don't even care.
So some people like you will really do well with algorithm that talks about product growth, inspiration, because people don't see Nangi, people don't judge you, people will just
accommodate you,
welcome you, and that you will really thrive so much. So even if you start doing content creation right now, I would advise you do things that aligns to that.
Okay.
So that you do not find yourself in a place whereby you'll be judged. Because it's that place you just come and comment and put your post, tell people what's supposed to be done, give awareness. So even if people comment, do not like or not like, because if they don't comment, you'll be like, fine. But you passed your message. Just know at the end of the day, I've passed my
message.
That's okay.
Yes. What about you? What maybe type of social media or what people can do or what is happening in social media that you can say that can maybe make someone have a mental challenge? Some of the uses of social media, we use social media for content. Some people are just there for fun and all this. What can you say about social media and mental health?
Okay, personally, I use social media for fun. And there is that person behind me. Anaona hizi vitu ni ukweli. he wants to do them, practice them, you'll die.
Very
You
true.
die, you die.
Yeah.
So most of us, we see something in social media, we try to do it, or we start competing. That someone, this person akona maisha ya juu, what about me? Let me be like this person. Let me try to do this. Yet you can't do it. Yeah. So you start to be having a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In our workplaces, some people have also complained about maybe workplaces can also make someone have a mental challenge or a mental disorder. Maybe if you are overloaded with work, or maybe if you go to job and then there's no payment at the end of the month or at the end of the day, you just survive on peanuts and all this. You don't get maybe enough money or maybe enough salary. Your salary cannot even sustain you and all this. And also maybe harsh working environment, or maybe your bosses are abusive and all this kind of maybe job maybe you are not even your bosses. Sometimes it might be even your colleagues at work. You don't have a good relationship with your colleagues and work, and all this can also cause maybe people to have a mental challenge, which is very true. Also another cause of mental challenge is also poverty. Can we say poverty can also cause a mental challenge?
Yeah,
If you are extremely poor, but some people are comfortable with being poor. They are poor and they are doing nothing about it.
It also really depends, because if you are brought up in a poor environment, you've never seen like probably people who are middle class or people who are rich. So you just be like, this is the normal way of life. So why should I?
So you take it like it's just normal.
That's just normal. So you don't see anything. And then also, as we're talking about mental health, you also have to talk about all these personalities that I talked about. You see somebody like a phlegmatic will definitely survive in an environment because then they gel in an environment.
Yeah.
That cannot be the same thing with a choleric. A choleric will fight their own way and make sure they come out of that poverty. They will not be comfortable. Then they usually never comfortable. So it is a way that you could say yes, it might cause mental health challenges when now you come out of that poverty environment and you go to a place where people are really earning or eating well. When you come back to your place, you'll hate your place.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you've never gone out, you just see that environment, you will not see what is happening to you. That's the reason why this thing of benchmarking is there.
Okay.
So that you don't feel comfortable with where you are. You can see, oh, so this is what's happening. Take, for example, somebody who comes from the village and they come to town and they see the lights and they're like, wow, wow. When they go back home, they will hate the environment.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not where we're supposed to be living. Take an example again with the children who have come from abusive homes where there's no love, there's no hugging, there's no telling people you look beautiful, you don't have your good morning, good afternoon, how was work. When you grow up in an environment where those were not done, and then you come to an environment where you're being asked, how was school? How was it? You're being had good night.
Yeah, you
This
find
is
it.
like, so this is the was supposed to be done. It actually feels nice. So you come back home and you try to do that, but you see, your family member, you try to do that, they're like, oh,
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you used to it? So it's usually the situation whereby you come from an environment that you're used to, and then you go to another place, you find things are being done differently, and then it gives you a shocker. And then you come back and you're like, wow. Look at it also, right now we are on summer holidays. Some of our children are already on summer, they went to summer early enough. And if you go to developed country, in summer holiday, it's too hot. Like in the US, it can be extremely hot.
Yes.
So people really put on clothes. Whenever you shop ndogo, and it's because it's extremely hot.
Yeah.
So and people just doing the online. You go there and you see the comment. You feel like coming back home. So like, why are people walking naked? You actually judge them. Yeah. So when you come back to Kenya, you want to dress like those people. Your weather does not allow you. Your weather.
You wake up in the morning and you're freezing already.
Exactly. So you're trying to copy a culture based on their weather. You don't even understand why they are dressed like that. So you come back home and you want to dress like that, yet your environment does not even allow you. So you need to ask yourself, why are these people dressed like this? If you go to Mombasa, go to the beach, it is extremely hot. So if I remember when I went to Mombasa one time, the first time actually, I had to remove my bra on the streets because it was extremely hot.
Very hot.
Very hot. And I had to buy a dera. The dress that I had to remove it and buy it so that I can be comfortable. But see, if I want to now to come back to Kisumu, and want to behave the way I behaved in
Mombasa,
because that was a new environment, then I'll be considered not normal.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's not the way. So sometimes we overcheck things and want to try to copy things that are not just our way of life, but it does not go with the food that we eat and our environment as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe we just have some few minutes and we'll be done with our topic of today. So before we finish this, I just want us maybe to talk about what are some of the things that can be done maybe to deal with mental health disorder. There's someone who is now suffering from this, maybe someone doesn't know what am I supposed to do. And then also we have people who are not even suffering from this. Maybe someone like me, I can say that I don't feel like I'm mentally challenged, I'm just okay, but what can I do to avoid this? Yes, Faith.
Okay, for us to avoid all these illnesses, we should always seek help. Yeah, whenever you have a problem, you talk to someone. Find somebody you trust. Yeah, you might have many friends, but there is one that you trust.
Yeah, that one
Share
person you
out.
can talk to.
Yeah, you can share out, you give ideas, you listen. Yeah, you should also be taking exercises. Have a walk if you are tired, just walk. And maybe at your workplace, you're feeling burnouts. You should take a break, have wellness sessions. Yeah, they also help someone.
Yes, Carol.
I'm going to look at the camera as I'm saying this. If you want to deal with your mental health, well, know yourself. Now, if you have a paper and a pen like this, go Google melancholic, go Google phlegmatic, go Google sanguine, and go Google choleric. Do that test, know where you are. The moment you know who you are, you'll be able to understand why you are behaving the way you're behaving. You'll be able to understand your strengths and your weaknesses. You will be able to deal with your weaknesses to be able to capture everybody else around you and be accommodating. Because if you are a melancholic, that means you are a perfectionist. So when you go somewhere and you always want to clean, and people around you wonder what's wrong with this one. Kila sana kuja kwa shinda kituambia mabags zetu hapa ilikwenda na nini special. Because you do not understand why you're behaving like that. And people also next to you don't understand why you're behaving like that. People might not understand why you are always, happy. You're a sanguine, you don't like being in other places. So you go where people are dull, you want to crack jokes, and guys are like, what won't matanga? But you see, it's because you don't really sit well where people are sad. And you also need to know, are you a choleric where you want things to be done the right way? So when you are choleric, you always must show that with your colleagues because you want this to be the right way. And people will start calling you, you're toxic. Actually, most of the cholerics are usually called toxic because they want things to be done the right way, and they usually need results. So kama wewe ni mlezi and unafanya kazi na choleric, you're going to hate this person. Yet you don't understand. It's just because this person likes things to be done the right way. So learn those 4 personalities, know where you belong, work on your weaknesses, and work and improve on your strength. And that way you'll be able to know why you handle stress differently from the other person. Because can you imagine you losing a phone and me losing a phone? One person will be depressed.
Yes.
Yeah,
very depressed because of a phone.
Yes, a family will be highly depressed. But for a phlegmatic, like, sawa tunatafuta ingine. Yeah. So you have to know yourself. Yes.
You have to understand yourself, the person you are. But that has been a very, very big challenge because someone wants to behave, is asking themselves, why am I not like so-and-so?
Exactly.
So-and-so is ever happy, I'm not happy. Why am I not happy? Why am I not like this?
I'm not noticed.
Well, people are not noticing me. I came here before this person. He has been given this position. Me, I'm just here. You see, then you start being depressed over things that... maybe you don't just understand yourself. So as we wind up, I just want to give you maybe 1 minute each or 2 minutes, maybe to just say your last word. Maybe an advice you can give to people living with mental challenges, or you can give to people maybe who are not mentally challenged, or maybe what kind of advice you can give. Your last word for our viewers today. Let me start with you, Faith, your last word.
Okay, my last word. I can tell our viewers that mental health is our responsibility. And we should also be kind to everyone. Give a listening ear. We give support. Whenever you see someone struggling, kindly give support. And we should also be seeking help. The same way you go for malaria test, diabetes, even if you are having a mental health problem, kindly seek medication. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Caroline.
Yeah. When you are noticing that you are not doing things the way you're supposed to be doing, when you lose hope or something, you feel like as if you want to give up, kindly seek for help, like Faith have said. Seeking mental health assessment is not a weakness, especially for men. It is not a weakness. It is very, very, very much important so that you do not end up in a situation whereby you cannot really go back. If you are taking medication or psychiatric medication, please do not stop until your psychiatrist tells you to stop. You can always ask for psychosocial support also to go alongside with your medication that you're taking. Please, I'm kindly requesting you, if you are put on medication, do not stop because you're feeling better unless your doctor tells you to stop. And also always seek for mental health services. You can do it on family members. You can call a psychologist in your household so that they can do this kind of test. There are many tests that you can do, and this can actually help you to really stop things from becoming worse. We are based at TINADA Youth Action Africa in Tom Mboya. You can always check in there, and you can get the help you need.
Okay, thank you very much, Faith and Caroline, for coming to our show today. And I think that, and I hope that the conversation was very good, and our people, our viewers, now you know yourself. Actually, try to understand yourself. That is from Caroline. Try to understand the kind of a person you are so that you can stop stressing yourself over things you don't have power on. I was your host, Brenda Agenyo, and this is Cityscope TV. You can still follow us on our Facebook page, that is Cityscope TV. Also, our YouTube channel at Cityscope TV. Let me meet tomorrow at the same time.